Hey, Doc audience. I would think that most people would want to keep their penile enhancement surgery secret. Why do people need to know about it? But you put together a bunch of celebrity musicians, lawyers, some confusion, and social media, and that spells a big cluster. And that's what's going on with 50 Cent, who's suing an esthetician in her business.
Go, go, go.
Wow, Bill, what do you say? I mean, I love 50 Cent. Great music. We play it in the OR all the time.
Rod, I mean, 50 Cent, an icon in the club, and we all know that song.
Right.
Like, I think we made you play that in the operating room when you were training us back in the day, you know. But well, anyway, 50 Cent sounds like he's got some issues with this medical spa. And what about male enhancement? They were talking about this is more common, and I'm not really seeing people coming in wanting that procedure. But what do people need to know about male enhancement surgery?
You know, Bill, just like you, I don't have a lot of patients call or email me about that. I mean, but this is truly, like you said, a cluster because, you know, social media can confuse things all the time about certain things, certain people, and they're not even associated. So, I mean, it just typifies all of this incredible challenges with social media. But male penile enhancement, I am not an expert in that, and I don't know too many people that are. And the bottom line is, there's not one consistent thing or method that I know of that works consistently in people. And so I really, to me, it's kind of almost like a black box. And I know that there are good board certified urologists and some board certified plastic surgeons that do it. But I would just say, know before you go, become very educated. And that's a very small niche, don't you think, of at least of physicians that do this well? Because I think there are a lot of things you can go to the wayside and do great harm if you're not careful.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of issues when people have gone various places and done things where they thought they were going to get X and they get something totally different. So I think there have been a lot of issues, and I don't know any real plastic surgeons that are experts in this, and I think maybe some urologists may do some things, but like I said, I'm not sure that there's a great solution for that.
Well, one of the things is that the experts in transgender actually, I think, have gotten together and you have done a combined team, and I think a team approach is a good thing. Urologists and plastic surgeons working together, I think that's a good thing to do, and I think out of that, I think you can get some real positive and good results. But again, I'm just telling you, if you're thinking about doing something like that, you really need to do your homework, and way beyond, I think, social media. You need to kind of go to, Google and research the articles that people write on this topic, because there are very few, good topics, that have safe and consistent results. So I think that's a good starting point for you. But, the whole arena of penile enlargement, injecting fat, and all of these illicit foreign bodies and paraffin and all those things in the past can cause great harm. And we certainly have seen a lot of those that have come through our county hospitals and around the United States. And those patients don't do well.
Yeah. And there's been, people injecting fillers and other things, which I'm not sure, how great a utility that has, but there's a lot of that goes on, even in males and females, the O shot and the G shot and all these crazy things, which I know there's some people that actually, I think with the O shot and G shot, I think that there are some people that really feel like that there's some value to it. But yeah, I'm not sure for penile enhancement that any filler other than maybe fat is, and fat's dangerous too, because you can get irregularities in how much takes. So it's definitely not a
it has not come into its own. Not like other techniques have come into plastic surgery, liposuction and breast surgery, and this is not. I think it's very, very much an evolution, because when you look at a technique, you have to look at safety, outcomes, and consistency, and I don't think we're there in this procedure. So I would say in this arena, be careful, and be very careful, buyer beware, and know before you go. I would be very hesitant to recommend a patient doing that, kind of across the board.
That's great stuff, Rod. And if you enjoyed this, you're not going to want to miss the next video on the hottest male procedures.